Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Schlage. This is their part number 35101G is what it is. The 35101 is the typical 6-pin key blank. In the classic conventional keyways, it's a 35101 6-pin. If you want a 5-pin, it's 35100. Probably one of the most common part numbers in all of the Schlage product line. The G stands for the keyway. And we're going to go over that keyway in a moment here, but in summary, Schlage has 7 classic conventional, what they call obverse keyways, which are C, the world's likely second most common keyway, or maybe the first. Quickset, the 1176, or the Schlage C. C, E, CE, F, EF, F, EF, E, FG, EFG, CE, CE, F, EF, G, and FG. I think those are the 7. We'll cover it in a moment. The G keyway is a it's most definitely less common. I doubt you're going to walk into the local, cobbler and get, a G blank. They may have a composite blank, but they probably won't have a G blank. A G blank would be used by someone who simply wants a less common keyway. A little bit of restrictive nature to using a keyway that's less common. There's nothing protected about it. There's nothing restricted about it. This client here, I'm thinking, is a private individual, not a company or a corporation. Easily could buy 10 key blanks from us in a G keyway, which they did. Okay, so it is a Schlage original. That part number means you'll have the Schlage logo on one side. It'll be blank on the other. Give you a little bit of room to get something stamped on there. And then it does say G on it. It looks like a C, but let's switch now to the screen view and take a close-up look at it. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. Here is the item that we are looking at. We have some images linked to down below. Let's take a closer look. That's the thumb side of the key blank if you're holding it in your right hand. Here's the back side. Here's your G. We have a couple of images of the milling profile. Not super awesome pictures, but nonetheless, a little clearer on the backside, showing you that profile. Okay. Now let's scroll down and look at the extended description information that's here. The 7 blanks that I mentioned earlier. So these 7 down here represent not only key blank or milling profiles, but they also represent cylinder plugs, meaning cylinders that you can stick into locks. These 7. What the H, J, and K represent, along with the L, are key blanks only. The H blank will pass the C, CE, and E cylinders. So on with the K, the J. The L, which is made only in stainless steel, will pass all of these cylinders. Why would you need that? Well, this is what's called a multiplex system, meaning you can have different keyways in a system, but then use a multi-section blank or an all-section blank to pass all of those different keyways. A practical application of that would be simply this. You have a 3-story building. You've got a real estate company on the first floor. You've got a law firm on the 3rd floor. You've got a construction company on the 2nd floor, whatever it is. The owner decides to assign an F to the 1st floor, FG to the 2nd floor, G to the 3rd floor. What that advantage is keys cut on those sections will not enter locks installed on those other floors. But then the maintenance person can walk around with the K blank and pass everywhere. The cleaning crew, the engineering key, whatever it might be. Let's say this owner has 3 of these 3-story buildings. The owner can walk around with the L key blank and go to all of the buildings. Okay, you can dumb that down as well if you want to. My home has an exterior door to the courtyard. There's a casita, and the casita is Spanish for little house. It's where guests can stay. Then there's the main house. So I have a keyway. I have a particular keyway on the casita door. I have a different keyway on the courtyard door, and a different keyway on the house door. I can walk around with the multi-section blank. The advantage is someone that has the key to get in the courtyard, not only will their key not work the casita or the home, the key won't even enter those plugs. It's a means by which you can leverage that multiplex structure to work to your security advantage. It's very simple and straightforward. Another reason for a multiplex system is in a 6-pin blank, you'll only be able to generate 4,096 theoretical keys. Don't worry where that number came from. It's just the number, 4,096, in a level 2 or master keyed system. Well, what if you had a system with 9,000 doors? You're probably going to need to leverage different keyways if you stick in the Schlage conventional obverse keyway and then have employed a multi or all section blank. That's why you might do that. Okay, so that's a discussion on the Schlage G keyway. There's a link below this video here to the manufacturer's page, and when you click on that, you'll be able to pull up, as soon as it loads, not only all of the Schlage products that we sell by means of this horizontal navigation, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog here. And then several other encyclopedic documents are here, such as, in no particular order, templates, service manual, cylinder and key blanks quick reference guide. That's a handy one because we're talking about a key blank. And this document will allow you to look at that same chart we were just looking at, but it'll give you the part numbers for the different key blanks. So we have our classic key blanks here. 35101 is the standard blank 6-pin, front and back. It's a bit deceptive because the logo is this is the front, this is the back. So they should be saying front and back is what they're saying. 35101. So this document is helpful if you're looking for other key blank part numbers, like perhaps, a fairly common Everest key blank part number, which will be here, 35002, or an Everest 29, 35270. You get the picture. Then also I would draw to your attention the Primus service manual, the Everest service manual are here. Let's see. Template index, I think I drew your attention to that just a moment ago. The Schlage cylinder suffix guide. I put this here because I always forget, what does a TD mean? Or a T. T means full-size construction core. It's what comes after the lock function that tells you what the cylinder type is in the lock, and that's a little quick cheat sheet there so I don't have to remember these 15 or so different designations. Well, let's wrap up this video on camera. Okay, pretty typical and common key blank, with the exception that it's a less common G. E is I think E is like the second most common, a well distant second to the C keyway, but they do have those different blanks. Really nice quality key blank. It's obviously Schlage original material. Because these aren't patented or protected or restricted, you can buy them in any quantity. Many key blanks you have to buy in multiples of 50, especially when they are, most definitely when they are restricted blanks like Primus, Primus XP, Everest Primus, SL. I think you're going to need to do those in multiples of 50 as well. But the material that's no longer under patent restriction from other companies making them, you should be able to buy those in any quantity. Although Schlage does have other restricted blanks. Their 1247 would be an example of that. You need a letter of authorization to buy any of the restricted blanks. And again, probably a box of 50. That's what a box of 50 would look like. Typical packaging for Schlage. Any questions on the 35101 and a G keyway or any other Schlage product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.